Miami Hurricanes starting quarterback Derek King suffering a season-ending shoulder injury in Miami's game against Michigan State early in the 2021 season. A new face in Tyler Van Dyke showed the whole college football world what the Eagles is capable of. In this video, I will share why I believe Tyler Van Dyke is the next big QB for the Miami Hurricanes. Let's get it. Why is Tyler Van Dyke the next big QB for the Miami Hurricanes? First thing that I can really say that is like the top thing is his accuracy. It doesn't matter if it's a short throw or a long throw. If pressure is in Tyler's face, he puts the ball in a very good spot for his wide receivers to make a play on the ball. Just adding on to that, like his accuracy when pressure is in his face, like whenever the pocket is collapsing around him, he just stays calm and confident. He just makes very accurate throws, and I think that's a really good, NFL quality that a lot of younger QBs like him don't really have young in their careers, because he's coming to his sophomore season now. Granted that the 2020 season for COVID didn't count at all as eligibility because of COVID and everything of that nature. So he actually got that extra year of experience under his belt, including this season, like I just said, when he took over for Derek King in, after that Michigan State game early in that season. So, just like I was saying, like accuracy, like even if pressure's in his face, like he's just cool and confident. And next up, and he just makes the smart plays. He doesn't try and force things. He doesn't try and win the game every single play. He just goes for the things that he sees in front of him. And he just doesn't, like I said, he doesn't just try and go for the win every single play. He doesn't go for the highlight play every single play. And that's a lot of things that, younger QBs coming into college, need to necessarily learn that, because it's a huge thing. Is because they're so used to being able to make those big plays in high school against, not as good defenders. And now you're going up against, you think you're going to be able to do the same things against, way better comp. But I feel like Tyler already knows that this competition is way better. And we saw it last season, how he's able to handle, those situations. Granted, he did have some, situations where he didn't do the best, but, that's experience nonetheless. So he knows what to do in those situations now, which is good. And, just for him coming in as a, COVID freshman last year, I'll say COVID freshman because it's not a true freshman, but still, I just feel like, for the adversity that he had to go through last year with just, having to step up so much, and he stepped up so much after Derek King got that season-ending shoulder injury. And I just don't feel like he gets enough credit for that. I really don't feel like he's a guy that gets enough credit for what he did at Miami, considering, they made a bowl game. They didn't play it, but, it was a good thing that, he was able to even lead them to one, considering, what he had to go through. And then last but not least, just to add, even if Tyler Van Dyke, he loses some targets, like Charleston Rambo, the Oklahoma transfer, and Mike Harley. Even though he's losing those targets, he still has really good targets to throw to in younger wide receivers like Keyshawn Smith, who was a guy last year who wasn't, he wasn't like their number one. Obviously, Charleston Rambo was their number one, whatever. But he was still a contributing target. He could make plays whenever. He had, I think, like 450, somewhere around that, receiving yards last season, which isn't terrible for a freshman. And then like Frank Ladson Jr., the Clemson transfer, that's a guy I think that's going to be doing decent for them. I'm excited to see him in the spring game, as long as, as well as Tyler Van Dyke and all these other guys like Keyshawn Smith. And then last but not least, just to add another guy like Jacoby George, just to name a few. Like I said, you got other guys like Romello Brinson, I'm pretty sure. I know you got some other guys, but those are just like the main ones. But yeah, I'm really excited to see this season what Tyler Van Dyke is able to do. And I really think Miami is, I know a lot of people are saying, oh, just because they got a new coach doesn't mean, Mario Cristobal, that they're going to be better. But I do think you can make a big case for them in winning the whole ACC. I really do. And, you know, I could see, just like as a projection right now, I could see Tyler Van Dyke. I could see him throwing a good 3,500, 600 yards, which isn't bad for a sophomore QB. That's pretty damn good production. Excuse my French, for a sophomore. And if he's able to do that, that'll definitely help Miami go to that ACC championship game and hopefully win it for them. And yeah, guys, that is it. That is why I believe Tyler Van Dyke is the next big QB for Miami. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Turn on post notifications if you have not already. Comment down below if you agree with me or not. And we'll see you guys on the very next episode. Peace.